Mudassir joined my batch program and yesterday he cleared PMP. He is PMP number 501 of 2023. So what a journey we had. Mudassir, why don't you share your journey in your own way?
Thank you very much, sir. Uh, so it's been an honor working with you. I was introduced to Sir Amer's program by my dear friend Solat, and I started working with him from day one. I was very excited, and I want to mention this that Amer Saab has been very kind to me throughout my journey. There were ups and downs. Sometimes I was out, I was not available, but he kept on pushing me. The persistence which Sir Ahmed showed, and the I must say the patience that he showed with me was great. And I must say that the success that I've achieved is attributed to his continuous follow-up and remarkable way that he has.
Thank you very much. Let's jump toward the exam. How was the
Yes.
exam? Was it challenging and how did you manage time?
Okay. Honestly, the exam was not very difficult because just before the exam, you gave me some tips, and I was going through your pocket series also. So the exam was not something that I was not prepared for. The questions, yes, some of the questions at the start were a little challenging, but I guess it was because of the new environment or the new setup. But after that, I sailed through. The preparation that you helped me do had really helped, and the mock exams also prepared for the exam for the final day.
Hmm. Okay, thank you very much for sharing that. Okay, let's talk about the exam. How basically the exam were oriented? Was it more towards agile, more towards predictive? How was the exam?
So exam was if I would say 70 to 80% agile. All the questions were related to agile. I did not have any question regarding calculation. I only had one question which was related to burn up charts, and it was asking me to calculate the user stories. But other than that, 80% was agile, about 20-25% related to team, and rest was stakeholder. So, but primarily it was agile.
Primary agile. What about stakeholder communication?
Yes, stakeholder and communications were also there. So as I said, team, stakeholder and communications were also the dominant part.
Mm, okay, okay. And no critical path question, right?
No, sir. No question related to critical path. No question related to calculation. Only one question that I had to use calculator for. That was related to burn-up charts.
And the calculator was available in the software, right? Okay.
Yes, the calculator was available in the software. The option to strike out and strike down was available. The option to highlight was available. The option to add comments was available. One very important question, tip that you gave in one of your sessions was that we could also mark any questions for review later. And I utilized it. Any difficult question or any question that I had doubt, I highlighted it and I went, uh, I checked it again towards it.
Hmm, okay, okay, that's an important thing. Okay, let's further go into the depth of that. Since you are in Jamaica and you are from a different country, so walk us through the entire process, how the process works.
Sir, so there are a lot of dates available for the PMP exam, and also the exam center is in the University of Mona. It's not very far. When you go there, it's very easy to locate. It's in the School of Business, and once you go there, I just followed your tips actually. So I reached there early and I acclimatized myself. After placing my things in the locker, I also looked around the computer. I sat down. I tested the mouse, went through the tutorial, and all of those things. So all of these were very helpful.
All these are very helpful. So one of the thing I want to share my story. When I went to the PMP exam, when I was given the exam, You guys are more fortunate than me. There was no trainer who coached you till you become PMP. So I did not sleep the entire night. Okay, that
Oh,
was the entire thing. Even at 3 a.m., I took a sleeping medicine. My brother gave me half of it. Still, I could not sleep. I slept for 2 hours. So I always did sleep for 8 hours. So how was your last day? And although I asked you to do a lot of mocks, how did you that orient? If you can ping me, tell me about that.
yes, so honestly, it was very helpful. I would say for everybody, if you follow Sir Amer's approach, it is a guaranteed pathway to success. So I know you were following up with me. I kept on doing the mocks till the last day, and then the final tips, the final set of tips that you gave were also very helpful. Just like everybody else, I also had the doubts towards the end that if I'm prepared or not. But the notes that you gave, or some of your tips, the 70 tips were very helpful. I went through them; they were very easy to go through. Even on my mobile phone, towards the end, I was doing that. And yes, on my last night, I did not study. After 6 p.m., I watched a movie, had a dinner, and slept early. So, to tell you, on my exam day, there was a very, very heavy rainfall in Jamaica, and the roads were flooded. I was even afraid if I could reach there or not. But again, I was not stressed because, just like you said, it's just normal. And when I went there, when I started, I could identify your mocks are much more challenging than this. So these were a piece of cake. It was not very difficult.
So the mocks, that was piece of cake. Okay, okay. So it was a very interesting thing because um, as people you guys can see, Mudassir is a kind of a senior project manager and a professional person. Okay, and he interestingly a very interesting story. Mudassir kind of a skipped it. Mudassir was ready for the exam almost a 1.5 month back. But what happened? So he has to take an international trip, and then we have to come back to it. So that's a kind of thing that I highly recommend. If you have to take some kind of trip, go and give the exam. Okay, guys, Sana, Abu Bakr, Amaya, Asad, anyone has any question regarding the PMP exam, please ask. Ji, anyone has any question that they would like to ask? Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for joining, and look forward to everyone else to become certified PMP.